for 17 May 2022 to order. And the invitation tonight, I would like to have a moment of silence, particularly for a friend of Ron who passed away, Chris Mondo. So, and there are plenty of other things, but Chris was in. Moment of silence. Thank you. Madam Pro Tem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4, agenda adoption, we need to add a closed session.
Yeah, we do need to add closed session for which general statute we do, so.
For, attorney-client privilege, maintaining the attorney-client privilege. I'll look up the number by the time we get there.
Okay, make that item 23 and move adjourn to 24.
Yes, sir.
Any other additions, corrections, changes? Chair will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as proposed with closed session added item 23. All in favor, aye? Opposed likewise, motion carries. Consent agenda. Any additions to that, clarifications, or questions? Chair will entertain a motion to adopt.
So moved.
All in favor, aye? Carries. Item 6, public hearing. Zach?
Yeah, so if we can go ahead and open the public hearing on the comprehensive land use plan. I guess we can, turn it over to the attorney and James with, Foothills Regional Commission. Still getting used to it, but.
And we do have public comments if you wish. Okay.
So, we'll go ahead.
So technically, this is the, I guess, the final draft before, we have the final draft for our town comprehensive plan, not including tonight's public hearing. If there's any public comments to be made on that, it was online for people to look at. We did have another public information meeting a few weeks ago, a month or two ago, where we did have some attendees just to make some general comments. But right now, we're just kind of the final round of public comments, if there are any. If anybody'd like to add anything.
Survey was open November 6, 2021 to April 13th, 2022.
No comments? Then we'll close the public hearing. We need to do anything else with this at this point?
No, sir, we should just be able to, because this, we're not adopting it, we'll be adopting.
Yeah, we're adopting it next meeting, so this was just one more round to put information into it.
So this is just a public information session, public comment. James, do you have anything? No, sir. All right, thank you, sir. So that's it, we can go ahead and close the public hearing.
Thank you. Move to item 7, grant project ordinance.
You have attached a grant project ordinance for Town Tri-American Rescue Fund Act of 2021. You have already done this, but basically what we have decided is to do again since the monies have changed, amounts to 514,696.38. So if you could just vote to approve this, is all we need.
Chair will entertain a motion to adopt. All in favor, aye. Opposed likewise, motion carries. Item 8.
Item 8 is recitals of the non-discrimination policy. This policy is lifted straight from the CSLFRF funding portion. It's been adjusted for the town time. You've already approved this, but we're approving it a second time just in case. Motion to approve.
All in favor, aye. All opposed likewise, motion carries. of interest.
Next is the conflict of interest policy. It says the same thing, basically about being in a conflict of interest. This lists me as the contact. Anyone in town has anything to say, they can come to me. We will open an investigation on conflict of interest. You've already approved this. This is just second time.
All in favor, aye? Opposed, likewise, motion carries. Record retention policy.
Record retention policy, same as the previous policies, we've already discussed it, but we are doing it just again, just to be safe.
Chair will entertain a motion. All in favor, aye? Opposed, likewise, motion carries. Item 11,
In North Carolina, you have to be 30 days out to advertise for budget, public hearing for the budget ordinance. We would like to set June 21st, 2022, which is over 30 days out for the budget, if you could set a public hearing for that day.
Chair will entertain a motion. All in favor, aye? All opposed, likewise, motion carries. Item 12,
Item 12 is going to be the budget ordinance we're discussing. It is the same budget that you have been prepared. The only difference is you will see in your additional packet a new budget. The county is going to allow for 2-cent tax increase instead of 4 that we had originally asked for. The budget ordinance is prepared. The budget itself is prepared. So if you would like, go ahead and we can publish this in the clerk's office for over 30 days. Unless anyone in the audience has questions on what we're proposing. No tax increase for the town of China.
we need a motion on this.
Yes, sir.
Make motion, all in favor, aye? Opposed, likewise, motion carries. Budget amendment number 4.
Budget amendment number 4, we are recognizing more revenue this year than what originally projected. We're using that revenue to cover certain expenditures that have gone over. And it should even us out to where we are better off, and then we will do another amendment in June to close everything out. Whether there are changes or not, we'll still do it.
Chair will entertain a motion to adopt. All in favor, aye? Opposed, likewise, motion carries. Item 14,
So item 14, in your added packet, there's a joint resolution requesting debt owed by the town of Columbus, the town of Tryon, and the city of Saluda. Long story short, this is what we've been discussing, which is going to the state through the SRF loan and asking for forgiveness of that loan because the line no longer exists properly. So if you approve this, it has been approved by the city of Saluda, and it should be approved hopefully by the city of Columbus come Thursday, I believe, 19.
the quick overview, we asked for something to put the 3 water systems together about 10 years ago, maybe a little longer. And it got approved by the engineers. We sent it to the state approved it, said it was wonderful, then it didn't work, they will make us pay for it anyway. And we're asking them to back off from that.
And then the mudslide.
And then the mudslide. Okay, Chair will entertain a motion to adopt. All in favor, aye? All opposed, likewise. Motion carries. Item 15.
This is the amended audit contract. We presented this to you for approval a couple months back. Either way, this is presented with a modified fee, which is around $35,000. So we need to get this approved so we can get this submitted.
Motion to approve. All those in favor, aye? Opposed, likewise, motion carries. And I've got to say something here. We have audits, folks, and we have to hire an audit company by state law. And at least 3 out of the last 4 years, the people we've hired have not gotten their job done on time. They don't get dinged, we do. Which I don't think is fair. So as soon as the election's over, I intend to spend some time trying to get people, hey, you don't have to beat everybody up, but if we've had 3 people here and they can't get an audit done on time, that's their job, and they get no punishment, and we get written up, that's not quite kosher. And we've made mistakes, okay, there's no question. But when it's not in, I get a nasty letter or an email, and we don't control it. Outside groups control it. Okay, item 16.
As you know, we have a lease with the depot building. The depot building is asking for roof repairs that amount to the tune of $16,550. That is outside of the amount of money that I'm allowed to spend. So if you would like to, we can repair the roof, or if you want to go another avenue, I can do that as well.
Is it like just repairs or?
Yeah, so what it's listing out is, the re-roofing, the shingles. Let's see, where was it?
Was this as a consequence of storm?
I don't know, I think it's a consequence of age, but there's,
Name the 20-year roof.
I think 16,000 is an awful lot of money.
It sounds like the whole roof. How many square feet is that roof?
From whom is that?
It sounds like about the same thing as my house, and that's almost exactly to the dollar.
this is, removal of old roofing to the roof deck, repair of needed roof decking and flashing, recovering roof with number 30 carpet paper and architectural shingles.
From whom is that box?
This is from Eric Ship.
I think I'd like to see it on there. Well,
Got it.
Yeah, let me get you a name.
Sir?
Let me get you a name of another roof guy.
Okay.
I think Greer is like good, not G-R-E-E-R, but G-R-E-I, I think it's what it's called.
Okay, I can do that.
They're a lot cheaper than that, and they're actually,
Yeah, because I think that's about the same size as my house, and I was looking for advanced architectural, and it was the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some roofing done lately, that doesn't seem like a crazy.
All right.
Okay, 17, food cost ordinance.
Food truck ordinance, as presented from the planning board, they are recommending, and let Tim go over this, but you have in your additional packet, the ordinance amendment zoning ordinances to establish chapter 115, which is mobile food service guidelines. We discussed it briefly in the work session. Do you have anything to add, Tim?
No, just as you know, we, kicked it back to the planning board to make some of those edits. We made those edits, and this is what we have for our final draft. There was, William and I did speak about maybe making one small minor clarification. Which was the item again?
You want to take application off?
Yeah, application off of the.
There's one word that caused me a little confusion, and I thought it made it vague, but
They would like to go down the route of, instead of someone getting permission from a private property owner and then coming to the town, they can come to the town, get things sorted out, and then come back with whichever private property owner would allow them. It allows the food service truck to get things started and then shop around if they don't have a certain place already. It allows us to just get it done faster.
so that is basically striking one word from subsection C at the bottom of page 1, and that's the word application.
so we're making a motion on this tonight.
It's up for adoption tonight. I'm gonna need 3 votes from you. One, you have to adopt a reasonableness and in the public interest statement. And I've got one I'm going to suggest to you, because it's reasonable in the public interest because it encourages entrepreneurship and will promote pedestrian traffic downtown. Or you can come up.
When we get there, I'll ask you to specify a vote. I just have one question. This was a public hearing. People who need to come and say something, did come and say something?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's well,
They may not agree with it, but they have a chance to speak. Okay.
That's what this is.
yeah, that's what.
Start with the first.
Well, do we have to open?
It is an open public hearing, and ask if there's anyone here that wants to comment on the proposed.
Okay, there's still an open hearing. Okay, public hearing open. Anyone would like to speak about?
I just wanted to ask, because I was at that, do I need to get my name?
Yes.
Okay, please state your name for the record.
Okay, my name is Brady Jackson. I was at that planning meeting and we had talked about the changes. And I have just a copy of what we looked at. And I'm glad that you guys asked the question about the word application because I thought about it after the fact. Did, section K on page 2 get changed for the town to prohibit or allow?
Yes, that was updated.
Good, good. That was the only thing I had a question about. Otherwise, I thought it was pretty fair, truthfully.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes.
Lily Dobbin. First, I want to start by thanking the town of Tryon and the council members for allowing me to have your permit to sell these. I also want to thank Commissioner for letting me be the Nina Simone tribute. It was wonderful. But
Wait, hold on just a minute. Is this permit what we're talking
I
about?
don't know yet.
Okay, I'm just asking a question, maybe the wrong
Talking about
time.
food trucks right
We're talking
now.
about only food
I'm
trucks right
sorry.
now. That's
Okay,
okay,
just
you
call
get to
me,
say something.
call me when I can speak.
Okay.
Okay, so I need a motion that the new ordinance is reasonable and in the public interest because it encourages entrepreneurship and will promote pedestrian traffic in downtown.
I make a motion to approve the text as council has so stated.
All in favor, aye? All opposed likewise, motion carries.
Okay, there's one other required statement, and this is the plan consistency statement. Going forward, after you adopt this land use plan, it'll be that we're referencing that it's consistent with. But, we don't have that right now. So this is kind of generally worded, but it meets the statutory requirement. And this is, this statement is, the ordinance is consistent with the town's officially adopted plans because it fills a gap in the current ordinance and allows reasonable regulation of the popular trend in the area.
I would make a motion to accept the statement as per stated by council.
All in favor, aye? Opposed likewise, motion carries.
And that's just a motion to adopt the ordinance.
Now just a regular motion.
Yes.
I'm making a motion to adopt the ordinance.
Okay, that's a motion to adopt the food truck ordinance as presented. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed likewise, motion carries. Item 18.
Minimum housing update.
Okay, so 136 Cleveland, I talked to Dean Holland, he's the owner of that property now. I'm meeting him Tuesday at 4:30 to do the investigation and report on there, take pictures and whatnot. And I've talked to Charles Kiefer, he's the one that owns 144 Cleveland, and we are coming up with a date next week as well, so I can meet and get those two, get the report started on those and take pictures. That's all I have for those.
That's the one on the corner and the next one?
Yes.
Item 19, TGDA.
So I have your reports there that I dropped off for you before the meeting. I apologize that they weren't included in the earlier packet. I was out of town last week. You will read those and get back to me if you have any questions. I do want to point your attention to the MSD draft notice that I have included at the end. If you all would look at that and just give me your feedback, I would like to have a public information session on that. You'll notice that it's slated now for pretty much the end of June, but that's just so we have enough time to do public notices to the newspaper and all that. So if you'll just take a look at that and let me know your thoughts, if you have my email or so, or stop by town hall, that'd be wonderful. Other than that, next Friday will be our rebranding kickoff for the 4th Friday. We're gonna have great food, music, free drinks, free merchandise. And I would really love it if you all could be there, even if just for an hour, because it's really quite notable that we had the support of town council, tourism, and the TBDA on this project. It's actually really huge that we've been able to accomplish this. And I'm really proud of it, and I want you all to take your time on the back, and I want the community to know that you supported such an awesome thing. So if you're able to come out, we would love to have you there and make sure everyone knows your support and your work on this. But let me know if you have anything for me this week.
Thank you. Item 20, manager's report.
So as far as what I have, I do want to mention a couple things. We are going to do something for Chris Mata on a banner, so be on the lookout for that. I do want to thank the town staff Jody and his crew, his public works all the way around, have been working really hard. They've had a lot of breaks, and they spent a lot of Sundays fixing water and a lot of nights fixing water. So, you know, to you and everyone, just thank you. Same goes to Harmon Field. Travis is out there on the weekends. It takes a lot to kind of get all that stuff done, especially with the budget that we have. Police department's been doing their thing, so thanks to Randall for getting really involved and doing everything that he's doing. I think everything's gonna go well there. And thanks to Josh and his crews at the fire department. They're very helpful in almost any way on top of just being firefighters. So they help Paige, they help me, and it really helps make things go a lot easier. So I am very appreciative of everyone here, and I just want to throw that out there. The only thing that I have to discuss, I said that I would, was you have in your additional packet the information on the Bank of America building. It's owned by, I guess it's called Calidus, which is commonly known as the investment firm, I guess you could call it, that Jonathan Cameron Haynes operates. It's a beautiful building. He has for a while mentioned working with the city to help relocate town hall to that building. It would be an interesting endeavor. If you were so inclined to look this over, think about it. We can talk next month, and you can give me any kind of feedback in which you would like to talk to Mr. Haynes about, if you have anything, or if not, we can drop it and move on. But I wanted to put this in front of you tonight. Beautiful building, beautiful space, but, you know, I think that's gonna be for you as a board to tell me what to do.
Well, that 2 cents worth out, I started a restoration committee for this building in 2002. We've done very little, but we've done something, and I would rather invest the money in this building. It's historical for town and things that have been in it, including the school, 3 motels or hotels, and what's here now, than I would in that building. But I just don't think we could sell this for enough to get that one. You still gotta do work to get there. That's my 2 cents worth. I think economically for the town, it's better if someone else buys that building and puts retail in it.
So that's all I really have to add. I do want to mention that we will be having the Trevor's Gift Golf Tournament Friday for Trevor Arrow's son. It's going to be, I think, a really big success, so at least I hope it is. So if anyone wants to come out, support any way they can. I know that Paige has been helping out a lot with that as well, so thank you for that. But yeah, anything else? Do we need to
Council, in this order, Chris, Bill Cole, Bill Lynn, Sherelle, and me.
Piggybacking on your request just now, what is the status of a potential quarterly meeting between all of the commissioners from the 3 municipalities and the county?
I've emailed them and I'm awaiting feedback on that. So I will let you know as soon as I hear.
And I'd like to thank the Tryon community for a stellar success of the News and Tribute Concert. And as I told my colleagues earlier, the most endearing thing about that event was the audience itself, which in my opinion was the most diverse and audience I've ever witnessed in my now almost 50 years in Tryon. Thank you. And lastly, as always, I thank the employees of the town of Tryon for their commitment and service to the board and, more importantly, to our citizens.
Really all I want to do is, I'd like to thank Chris for the Nina Simone project he did. It was a great night. I appreciate it. It's a sad day for trying to lose and Chris, Amato, thank you. Yeah, and, but really, thank the town staff and employees and everything y'all do. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just, what else to say? I welcome the guests and thank the employees immensely. I know you guys work hard and very appreciated. That's, also your concert was fabulous.
Better things to come.
One of these, I too want to thank all of the staff, employees. Jerry, is Jerry?
Yes, we've been informed.
Thank you for your time. I was used to, this is about to break apart, I think. Thank you for the counselors and mayor, and thank everybody, staff. And I'm sure there's something else, except for big thank you to everybody. And towards the end of the month, I forgot to mention this, we've got a film crew coming in from France. Another Miss Nina Simone project, but it's going to be done with St. Lucie and me and some of her childhood places that she visited or played in or acted in. And Joe's truly supposed to be a part of it, but we'll see how that goes. And just look for another, trying to get further and further out there. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Chris Amato hit me pretty hard, folks, because I knew him his whole life, and I talked, we that worked across country with both his girls. And apparently they were by his side. I don't think anybody expected this. He was far too young, he was taken from us. So my hat's off to what he's left with his two daughters. They will do him right. Again, thank you, town workers, town employees. I drive all over this town every week, and I hit almost every road in this town, including that dead end that goes off the Pine Street area. You end up in the middle of nowhere. I even go down there to look, just so I can say, if you ask me, yeah, I know where that street is, and yes, I looked at it. Working at the top. And every day that I go there, out somewhere, you see where a hole's been cut out. Thank goodness we're working on this now.